Hello and welcome back to On the Map Challenge Survival 4X. It is currently April 3, Year 5. I am in the midst of juggling multiple jobs at the moment. So let's jump in, let's go. So since the last episode, which I think was probably in-game, a day ago, did we come back? Did we do a little bit in the morning of April 2? I don't recall. But I have been a busy boy. As you can see off in the distance, I have been cutting some grass. I've been mowing our non-field. So I had a worker set up mowing our actual meadow. And then I finished off doing what I was doing with my my planting and such. And then afterwards I have mown this bit of meadow here that is off from the sheep. That is all cut for us. I've cut everything that was, I think where it said to be south of the cattle pasture. That's now cut. We do own land way off over there and elsewhere. That's all been cut. That's waiting to be collected. That's going to go in this clamp. We're going to fill this clamp first. I just want to check on the cows because this morning we got some notifications for the cows. All the, I was going to say chickens. We haven't got chickens. For the cows, sheep and goats. Oh dear. Kartek, you're a mean man. So we had another removal from an accident, but I did buy 7 animals. So that's swings and roundabouts, I guess. Swings and roundabouts. But it's starting to fill up. I'm not sure I said as well. We've put the crush down. Set this up in here. It's purely for visuals, but I like it. It's good. It's cool. So let's just go check. I bet the the goats had an accident as well. Yeah, on an old episode, Kartek is watching this series at the minute, and he's been great. He's been commenting. Go check out Kartek. And yeah, I was doing something with my goats and my baby goats, and his comment. Baby goat do 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 do, baby goat do 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 do. So that's just constantly in my head whenever I say goat now. So what's going on? What is going on? Oh, 2 births, no accident. So that's good. Two new baby goats. They're trying to creep out again, little buggers. They do that. They've got a tight area to play within. Our sheep are pretty good. They don't escape. And we have had an accident here at the sheep as well. Another one has gone. But we've also had 4 new births. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus. Damn, too many accidents. I might have to drop that down to like 10% or something. Because it's just way too frequent. Got some wool ready as well now. Now that it's getting warmer, they are being shared. Shared? Shawn the sheep, don't you? So we'll put that in stories later as well. So one of the jobs that we have started is planting our massive field. I've still got the twins on. Now, when we put these on, I said I didn't like them. And I haven't really ever been a fan of the twins. I've left them on and it's started to grow on me. As we're using the larger machinery, and this isn't even big yet, these seem quite fitting. Plus they are leaving a much smaller sort of indentation in the dirt as we go around, so I'm liking that. So they might stay on there for a little while longer because the twin narrows really have grown on me. Now I have a worker currently set up in here. They're doing this for us. Now this was supposed to be sorghum, and I thought that I had the mod installed that allowed us to plant sorghum with seeders. I couldn't get it to go with sorghum. So perhaps I've removed that mod by accident, or it's becoming compatible with something else that I'm running. I'm not sure. So we are going with oat because my planter... I don't know, I think my planter might have been alright actually. Because we've got a sizable planter. But anyway, they've started. We've gone with oat. We'll get the straw off it, and oat sells well. So that's not a bad thing. This is still a profit crop for us in our monster field. I did, while one of my workers was doing some mowing, I came up and stone picked that last little bit of this field, and we got a few thousand litres of stones in, so that's in the cement mix, so that is creating us some more cement. But I want to try and crack on and get the grass cut and get our bunkers filled and do all that. So I'm going to leave our worker to do this. They are set, as you can see, nothing's going down. I think that they are set to buy, so I don't have to keep coming back to manage them at the minute. So they're paying to refill on fertiliser and on seed at the moment. Tell you what, this field takes forever to run across. It is so big, you can't even see the other side. It's massive. Now, for the mowing, to speed this up, because there is a lot of mowing, it would be a lot of windrowing. I have leased, and hopefully I'll remember to take a screenshot of it, but we've leased this crone. We've gone for the old colours on it. I like the older colours. I like the dull tones. The modern look is alright. It's a bit bright, and yeah, I like this. As you can see, we've already done quite a bit because it's really dirty. We've already got an hour and whatever minutes on it. So what I want to do next is up on this plot of land. I think I'm going to leave that field as it is. Okay, but we're going to do like a twin field with it. So I'm probably going to put in like a little track to come through. Sorry, had to reset the wheel. Yeah, we'll put a track coming through, and then we'll have a similar sort of awkward field up around here. I'm just not 100% certain on how far and whereabouts to. We do have those trees. Whether I keep it... I don't want that all being track. Should I take those trees out? Is that what I should do? And by take the trees out, I just mean rip through and get rid of the trees. Now, I'm going to mow around them and see what it looks like, I think. And then, if I don't like it, we can cut the trees down and be gone with them. So if I just find... Once I know sort of where I want to end, it's a little bit easier for me if I pan out a little bit. So it's got lots of those in the middle there, yeah. I think we'll probably have to get rid of... No, we can go around. We can go around that. I said before, it makes it a little bit more interesting. When the fields have got a bit of character, I quite like it. I know not everyone does, but I do. It's a little bit more natural to me. Right, so if I start about here, unfold it, get it down. So while we're setting up, welcome in, welcome back. If you are new, welcome in. If you are not, if this is your first time here, yes, they always start like this. Yes, I never know what I'm doing, but I have fun with it, and that is what is important. So, real mower is on, so we're going to cut into all this. This is all brand new land for us. Recent purchase. This top end will probably be pretty straight and simple, and then we'll sort of work out what we're going to do as I go around. Like probably the best and easiest bit to work is going to be the bit that I leave, and this is all going to be difficult hilly slopes, but we've got some more powerful machinery, and we are going to look to get some bigger tractors as well. I did consider buying this, but I'm going to wait until we buy one of these. I might, you know, it's going to come eventually because there's just so much grass that we do. So I think it will become a thing. Yeah, let's make this this field nice and awkward. But then we can have like two of them. There'll be like corn, and then there'll be sunflowers, and they'll alternate between that. I quite like that on these two up here. I mean, eventually they could be something else as well, but just so they're a little bit different from the other from all the other fields and all the other crops that we're constantly putting out. And since our New Holland is going to be busy planting for a while, we might even buy a new tractor pretty soon, just so we can get out and do our loader wagon with it. Oh, even the Chrome struggles with our hills. That's how brutal this is. Yeah, we might go and get something really, really big, really powerful. I did say that I would like to get one of the new Steigers. Maybe that comes in now. So if we cut around here, just give it a little bit of a natural formation. I have to peek around the corners so I know what I'm kind of doing. Yeah, that can stay as it is, and then we'll loop around. We can even plant some more trees in there if we so wish. Plant a few trees, let them grow in to make up for all the ones that we are cutting down. When we plough this up, obviously the shape will probably change then as well. Now, I think I said last episode that I'd been trying, or I tried to record something different on another map, and I wasn't happy with it. I deleted it. I'm not sure if I said why. It went very roleplay-esque, and I said to like Scruffy on Discord, like we've learned from FS19 and FS22, roleplay is not my strong point, and after a while, like it's for me, and this is really only a personal thing for me because other people really enjoy roleplay, and I quite enjoy watching other people do a bit of roleplay. I'm not big on watching all the heavy roleplay stuff with voices and characters, and that's not content for me. That's not what I watch. But I like when people add a bit of a story and a reason for why they're doing things. And I find that I struggle to find that medium point, whereas I'm all like this, where I talk about anything and everything and real life and very open like a book as I do my content. Because for me, it's why I started my YouTube channel, to talk to people and to try and find likewise people and chat with them in the comments, chat with them in the Discord and all that stuff. Or I'm like, I start a little bit of RP and then it just goes like way too deep and I've created too much of a story that I can't maintain. For one, because my memory is absolutely appalling, and I start to lose interest in creating it because it becomes so rigid with these people. This is why I really like watching Simulation Station when I first come across him. I mean, even when he was doing his videos without voice and they were time-lapsed and sequenced and different things, and he just had like the text for commentary, there was a story to it, but it wasn't over the top. They gave reasons for why he was doing things, and then when he went and was doing more commentary with his gameplay and his content, he could reach a good balance with the RP reasons and story and why he was doing what he was doing and where things came from, and to justify stuff. He did it quite nicely, and he still does, whilst also being him and himself. As I just struggle to find that medium when I do it for myself. And that's sort of what went wrong instantly on that first episode that I recorded. Is it just went all kinds of sideways for roleplay. I think I'm going to go the other way round for another headland, because we'll be a lot more comfortable going down those steep hills. and coming up the lesser. But going back to content, the last few days, and I'm going to keep flipping back and forth now. I do this a lot. Sorry if you're new. This is how I communicate. But what I wanted to try and do was something sort of semi-realistic, or as realistic as I could do, but with roleplay. And then that's where my challenge comes, because I'm not a farmer. I don't know the ins and outs of it and the correct procedures and everything and all that stuff. I'm a chap that likes to play video games, and Farm Sim is one of them. So I was trying to do something realistically, plus talk from a place of knowledge in trying to do a roleplay, and that's where it falls short, because I can't do that. But I've been watching Fury Machine Game, and sorry, I always butcher your name, mate. I've been watching it for like 3 days straight. Fury Machine Gamer. Yeah, Fury Machine Gamer. I'll put a link somewhere to his channel. Go check him out. He often does... He does a mixture, right? He'll do super unrealistic, crazy, over-the-top farming, because he's a real farmer, and he doesn't always necessarily want to come and do real farming. But when he does his realistic farming, it is really good, because he comes from a place of knowledge, and he's even working on a more realistic mod to do things with machinery and to like slow stuff down, and weights, times, speeds, fuel, all that. And yeah, so he's working on that, and he's currently doing a bit of a series, a realistic series, whilst sort of demoing it as he's tweaking it and tuning it and adding things to it, the mod that is. And I really enjoyed it. So go check out Fury Machine Gamer. And yeah, it's just sort of giving me a bit more of an idea of to what I'd like to do with my other series, and what I want to try and do, in still being me, but trying to do it as realistically as I can do it. So even though I try and do as realistic as I can with this, like we do stuff that we know clearly isn't. We've got naughty mods running to help speed things up. We've got increased capacities on things. I will often try and find the fastest vehicle and the fastest tool to get things done, for content wise. But I like how he's doing it. He's set it at quite a slow pace for his series, and just going through it. And I mean, it's all unedited as well. Like, he is just chatting for 30 minutes, and whatever he gets done in that time is what he gets done in that time. Now, I like the editing, but I'm not saying I like the editing that I do. I'm not saying I'm a good editor, but I like getting in there and making the videos. That's sort of why I'm doing it as well. I like to try and do that. But yeah, I'd like to try and take a little slice of what he's doing, but with my limited knowledge and understanding of stuff, and still be me, but also have that, try and mix in a little bit of RP for a story and a reason. I just have to control myself from getting swung one way or the other if I do a second series, because I don't think I need 2 series running where I'm just constantly just talking about anything and everything. Although I talk about the game, and I talk about my channel, I talk about my other series, I talk about other things in life, and sort of share a lot. I've never had anyone tell me that they don't like the sharing, but I've never also, haven't had anyone tell me that they love it. I'm just a sharing person. So yeah, I'm trying to think of how I can deliver that and what to do with it, and then also making a final decision, because I was looking at Fields of Tyrone. It's not out yet, so it'd be a nice way to help showcase that for FS Landscaping, but I know that he's still tweaking it. There's a copy of it with Giants that's in testing that I think is bouncing back. So and the version I've got isn't the version that he sent, so I know that if I went with that, I'd probably have to change it and update it and I mean, it's nice to have those early access maps, and I like getting on there and having a look and to show them off and do that for the guys that are making them. But starting a series on one when you know that there's going to be changes is risky business, and we did a lot of that with Maypole back on 22, and ultimately in the end that was why that series come to an end, because when it was getting updated I couldn't keep redoing everything I'd done, and moving files over just wasn't enough to keep it up to date, and eventually I just broke the map because I wanted to keep what I'd done and not have to keep, you know, going back. And because we cut down hundreds of trees, we'd done lots of things to edit in the map and stuff. And if I went with the Fields of Tyrone, I'd probably want to do a similar sort of thing in changing stuff out. But the map needs to be in its best condition before I do that. So I'm not sure where I'll go, but I would like to do it with one of those, because, you know, quite a few modders are really kind to my little old channel and me, and do allow me to have access to their mods, to their maps. But like I say, I don't always do content on them. Sometimes it's because I've had them early and I've been playing them in the background, and I spend a bit of time testing on them and doing different things, and I use them as my private saves. Like we had Lady Hill as a live stream series. I mean, I play on that in the background now. That's my private save, because I don't have the time to do the live streams, so I'm just doing it for me now, and I'm enjoying it. And it's been the same with the likes of Rod Martin, and for a little while Martin ML Gamers other map is a Welsh map, so I do play them. I just don't do the content on them, just in case there's that constant update of them. And the same with like Wernloo. We did a live stream on Wernloo, and I felt like Wernloo needed some updates. And MS Mod has done all that now, and the map's on Mod Hub, and it's doing really well, and people are enjoying it. Just swing this round. So yeah, just deciding on where I want to go, and if I do something and I want to try and do and go down a more realistic route, I want it to try and be a more realistic map. And Oak Bridge is obviously farmed to death now, that map. And there are other good ones out there, so if you've got recommendations for maps that you'd like to see me go to and try and do something a bit more realistic, then let me know down in the comments. That would be cool. Or come join Discord, discuss it there. Links, share stuff, all good. Like today, my oldest son, he was on FS25 on his console, and he wanted to show me some stuff, and he was, oh, I got download. He always says, he's only 5, he always says, I brought a new map, Dad. So have you? Yeah, come and have a look. Okay, just means he's downloaded another map. Okay, Dad, I brought 5 maps today. Oh, did you? Filled the hard drive up real good. But he was on a map, and it was a lovely looking little map. And I was like, this looks familiar. What map is this? Can you remember? He's, I don't know. So I brought the map up in game so I could go have a look on it, then jumped on the PC and went to go find it. And yeah, no wonder it felt familiar. It was Klein Friesland, which I just spent the last few months watching Cartech do a pig farm on. That's just that the Cartech was at the northeast of the map, and my boy was playing around on the base game farm down at the bottom. So I was like, oh, this is a really cool map. I could have ideas for that. And I was like, oh, just watch someone do that, and odds are we probably share a bit of an audience. That's like doing the same map. I try not to do that. I try not to go where others are or have been recently. And then sort of another one, a map that I'd really like to go back to, and that might give it away, a map I'd like to go back to just as an homage, a respect to, and that's Maypole, because Maypole really helped to get my channel going when Cavalier Roy uh, allowed me to have early access, and he gave me early access to all his updates and everything that was going out, so that really did help the channel back on the 22 days. Like, we got a massive boost from that. I'd love to go back to that as a series, and it's like a sign-off swan song sort of thing. I might save that for like right near the end of 25 cycle, whenever that may be. But yeah, I am looking and I am thinking about stuff to do. Because I do know that this is going to take a long time, and I know that it can get a little bit tedious for viewers, as well as for me. It's nice for me to be able to play other maps. Because my time is very limited. Like I keep saying, I want to try and crack on and get some of the games, the other games that we've got series going, I want to try and get some of them finished in the coming months and years. So I've finished mowing up that area. There is a lot more mowing to be done. We will be getting back out there and doing that. But I want some fuel from our new tanker. We'll fill that up. And we are going to head up to the store once this is full. And we're going to buy a new big tractor. Now, while I was doing my rounds and driving back, did have a little look, summing up what I was going to get. I thought I was going to get the Steiger. I do want to get one, but I don't think for the job that I want to do next, that's needed. So, we'll probably get something else. We'll have a look. Oh, before we head into the store to see what's going on up at the sawmill, see how production is going on. So we've got 2 more lots of beams, so that's all the beams, because I think, if I remember rightly, I put some more beams away, did I? No, we've got planks and planks, but we've got the beams we need. Also, in between the episode, I did buy all the cement stuff that we're going to need, so that needs to come down to the farm at some point. That's all fine there on storage. We'll get that next time we come up over a trailer. So let's just head into the store. And if we jump into large tractors. So I was thinking, because I like these, right, this is quite a beast. Absolute monster. Don't currently need 778 horsepower. And I was hoping it had a wheeled option, if I'm honest with you. So this is the other one, the other monster that they've added in. But a DLC that I've not touched is the Plains and Prairies pack, also known as the Ford pack, not Ford pack. So I'm not going to go for a Ford, but I might get the MFWD, which I think stands for Massive Effing Wheels, dude. And get it with a 400 horsepower. This should tackle my hills whilst pulling the forage wagon pickup. So if you go Michelin, and there's something different. Like, I haven't used a versatile in forever. Now there is a big Rostel mash as well, which I have used before, but we're not going to go with that. Now tire options as well. We've got medium tires, narrows, the dual narrows. Warming to it. Then we've got rear twins and then the big monster twins. So if we get some really big jobs, if we get some really big machinery on the back, we can set that up to do those things. But we're going to go with medium tires. We'll stick the GPS on. We'll leave the weight as the largest. We're going to stick with the EU attaches because most of our stuff is EU. We will put the... I'll put it on. It's 15 grand I waste every time because I always forget to turn it on. And real GPS is on. We've got module installed. So that's going to cost us 341,000, and we are buying that outright. I like to switch it up. So we've got another achievement for probably for buying machinery. I don't know what that one is. Let me know in the comments. Now, I just want to bring you to our loan. As you can see, we have completed at least one aspect of this, and that was to get rid of our £500,000 loan, which seems insignificant now that we have, and we are creating insane money off our wood chips. No money has been made in between these few episodes, but that's good. For the next series, when I do another one as well, I'm not going to go with the financing mod that I use. I'm going to switch that out for the hire purchase mod, because that has a menu panel so you can see what you're doing, what you're paying, how long you've had it for, and all that malarkey. So we're going to change that out. But let's have a look at our versatile. The 365. So that's 613 litre diesel, 400 horsepower, weighs nearly 16 tonne. Belongs to me. Let's have a little look on the inside. Oh, this is nice. It is really nice. Cannot grumble at that at all. Very, very nice. Start her up. Haven't got an actual... Oh yeah, the GPS. I was say I've got a GPS module, but it's up down there, which is cool. So what's that mirror? What's that showing me? It's showing me way over there. Oh, okay. That's cool. Cool, cool. Sorry if you can hear noise. I think my graphics have reset themselves again, because we are not getting all the mirrors at the same time anymore. And as I've been cutting the grass, it has been looking blurry as hell. I was chatting away, I didn't really notice it, and then when I stopped doing the bit to camera and it was just me, I noticed it was really, really blurry. Do not know what is going on with this game at the minute. I really don't. And I've not added in new mods. If anything, I'm taking mods out, which should be making it more and more stable. And nothing is to do with visuals. I don't think there are any visual mods for the game, but yeah, I talk about it a lot. I try not to moan too much, but they do give me reason to moan. We'll be able to put our oats in the dryer as well, so that'll help boost the cost, or the sale price of that. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Wagon. Oh, I need to do some groundwork there. Look, the shed's not on the floor. Our wagon's put away, I believe. Oh, I still love it. There it is. I mean, we might have been able to have gone out with a cat, but some of the hills, I think the flat areas will be fine with a cat. We could have even stuck it on the Unimog, but we got the money, so let's flex it and buy new machinery all the time. Why not? As they say, you can't spend it when you're dead. No, I was thinking about adding in manual attach, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to do another series before we do that. This is nice. I like this. Dogs have gone mental. I do apologise. They're not mine. Do you like our camera point here as well, and our view? It seems to be set right. It's just a shame. Well, it doesn't seem too bad now. See, that's what I mean. A minute ago, all the cameras weren't working, and now, not all the cameras, but all the mirrors. But now they are. What is going on? Doesn't matter, we're going to be out of cab. So this one is the one I cut first. This is what we're going to pick up first. And we're going to try and get at least the first two areas that I've done in the clamp down by the cows, since the dogs seem to have no intention of shutting up, and you can probably hear it in the background. I'm going to stop talking, and we'll maybe have a little time lapse here. Well, it's now coming up to 8 o'clock. It's now April 4. Another whole day. And in real life, another whole day. If you check the top clock, it's starting again the next day. I've spent a lot of time doing grass work. And then, also, this morning, I spent an hour or so fiddling with graphics, trying to make the game look better and play nicer. I think I've got there a little bit. There's still a little bit of tweaking to do. And I've gone in, I've put the instructions on what I did in the Discord. I've gone into the game and I've completely deleted the pollen and the dust that falls down from the sky. I've removed it from the game because it annoys me so much. So it's gone, and I feel better for that. Now my clamp is getting full. I stopped bringing in grass and chaff during the night. I did stop. I spent a good while tidying up the clamp so I squeeze in as much as possible. I'll get this load in and we'll see how much is in there. There is a lot. That's why the Merlot's down as well now. Helping to shuffle it up and keep it tidy where I can. I'm not always good at keeping my clamps tidy. I used to spend a lot of time doing it, and I think just lately I've just gotten a bit lazier with it and tend to leave them heaped and lumped up. I think because I use a naughty compactor, I don't tend to worry so much. Right, if I just turn the engine off a minute. So if we have a quick run in, you will see we have, is that 1 million? We've got 1,042,000 litres in here. It's only 7% compacted. Look at that, I managed to get quite a nice flat top on this. Now this is Rod the Mod's clamp. His cast one, his British cast clamp, very nice. We've not had any leakage either, which is absolutely fantastic because it's really hard not to get leakage on clamps. Having helped a couple of different modders with silage clamps, I know this. So yeah, it's good. It has brought his in a little bit to help sort of subdue the leakage, and it's really nice. It's holding well. It's doing good. But over 1 million litres in there now, and I've only. Let me show you what we've got so far. I've brought this grass in. I've brought that grass in. And I've got a tiny little bit left on our actual meadow. So they're going pretty well. I have overnight as well. So I was letting my worker do the seeding because they are still planting. I think they've still got about an hour and a half left on planting. Maybe not quite that. Maybe an hour. But I did head over and I've loaded up while I've been fiddling with the graphics. I've loaded up the materials we need for our shed. Let's get rid of that. Loaded up the materials we need for our shed. So I'm going to bring those down now, because I've still just got another long day of collecting grass. We might have 2 episodes of grass work, I'm afraid, because I've got loads to cut as well. I'm not afraid. It's what I've got to do. That's what the farm is doing at the minute. But I'm going to go and get the stuff to build the shed. A wee little run up to the store. So as you can see, I've got the remaining cement bags on here. I now have the cement blocks on here. We have the roof tiles on here. We've got the wood beams that we need. And I thought I'd try and do a bit of it with the forklift. Why not? Fun times. Got to give these things a try. Got to mix it up. Yeah, visually, we're not perfect, but those things coming down, the pollen, the dust as it's called in game, coming down and streaking with the frame rate. Obviously, we've got a big map, loading a lot of it in. We've got a lot of buildings down now. We've got a lot of trees going on. Frame rate drops, and every time the frame rate would drop, those things would streak. Even when we had good frame rate, they would ghost all the time as well. So I just thought, you know what? I'll just get rid of them. I'll find out what it is and I'll remove them. And although my FPS isn't great at the minute, unfortunately, in removing them, it has improved. It has improved my frame rate. So there's bonuses all round for that. Turn the engine off. Now I've got to be careful. This is going to end up being like a really long episode because I think I was going for quite a while beforehand. Oh, let's see what we need first, actually. Yesterday's part of the recording was quite long, and I'm not sure how much of it I paused or cut or what have you. So we want to get our cement bricks and cement bags, but we'll I think we'll get these in as well if we can. It's not going to be easy to get the bottom ones, but we'll try. Hee. I'm not sure, I might need to feed the cows. They're getting through the feed now, as they are growing. Now, will that just come off, or will I have to put it down and leave it be? Put it down and leave it be, that's fine. So we should be able to put all 3... Oh, we lost some cement off the side. Should be able to put all 3 of these beams in and store them. It's because everything's packed up. But it's farm sim physics, so they all slide about, unfortunately. Have we got both of them? I got them on together, so I'm hoping I can get them off together. Oh, no. Not like that. Well, we've impaled one of the beams. Yeah, they're all just sliding off. Honestly, I just... you try and do things, like, nice. Like, this popped out underneath... underneath the trailer somehow. How does that happen? Go on, get in there. What the hell's going on? Oh, in, that's right, it's the box. That's going to go flip out then if I had some bricks down there. But yeah, people, again, like the guys and the girls that try and do this role-playing, telling a story, But how does their game play ball? Because I'm not trying to do that. My game does not play ball with me at all. Not in the slightest. That's underneath. There we go. What we got? We've got full. Go on, come up. I'll take you all. I'll take him. No, alright. Be like that. Yeah. Like I say, I don't watch the roleplay stuff, but perhaps I need to go and watch it and see how their game performs. Because mine is not helpful to me at all. Like, how'd you get your pallets off? Honestly, at the minute, the more I play, the more I'm getting pissed off with the game again. But I try and do more, and it's just like, nah, don't bother, mate. I'll try and get the pallet stuck on something to get it off. We'll just load it in. So everything that was on the trailer is now in the building site. As you see, plenty of it in storage. With the roof plates, we ran out of storage space, but I'm pretty sure we'll need these for. So they'll just wait beside it until the site ticks through, and it'll come to a halt when it needs more. But I'll try and keep an eye on it. And but they'll be right near the end. They'll be the last thing that goes in. But yeah, it just, honestly, it pisses me off so much. It really does. Like, Giants love to get in a little circle jerk and celebrate themselves for their game. But so many of the features still don't actually work proper. Like, what's the point in having pallets if you can't get your pallet physics right? Bale physics haven't been decent ever, and still aren't. We've got all these elements that could make a good game, and they just don't work. Like, it just pisses me off so much. We spend so much time trying to do something, and it just comes out looking utter crap like that. The fact that I had to spend 3 hours of my morning fiddling about with a game to get it to run a bit better, like, that's not my job. It's not my job to make the game run. As a player, I should be able to boot it up and play it. I feel sorry for console players, because you guys can't even use things like dev tools and super strength and to fix it when it all goes wrong, when it doesn't work. Like when things get stuck, like, you know, on my shed over there, I've still got a pallet stuck in the roof just from how it spawned. It's just mental. While we're up here and I'm peed off and just moving stuff, we'll sell the wood chips as well. Will they sell? I got wood chips. Do they sell? This is... Oh dear. That's a Giant's production that's produced wood chips. And now it's got stuck in the bloody grate. See what I mean? Mental. Do I have to tip these up? Dear. What do I do with the wood chips? They sell there. Mad. There. So I got wood chips stuck forever. I'm going to have to make sure I've not got no pallets. And then, once again, dev tool, delete pallets. But then I'll lose all my wood that's in there. I'll have to bring a trailer up and try and fill off it. But it's just, yeah, I was in a good mood until the physics of the game just annihilated any sense of wanting to do something. Like I say, I was talking last episode, the episode before, like I wanted to try and do something more realistic, do a more realistic series, get rid of all the naughty mods, and just play it as realistically as I can. But the game physics don't work, the pallets don't work, pallet forks don't work properly, bales don't work properly, graphics still don't work properly. Just infuriating. Yeah, over Christmas, Gunter and Helmet will be there rubbing themselves. Oh, we've made billions, we've made millions. Muggy little gamers buying our game. The same recycled game, it's just FS19. So a quick check-in with my worker that's doing all the seeding up here of the oats. And they still have, if I bring it up, an hour and 47 minutes. So they've got another whole day out here. Because it takes about 2 hours for a day to go by, I think, on our current speed. But it's coming along. Like I say, they are filling themselves. They are... See, why are we getting ghosted and streaking on everything? I don't get it. But I brought up my... Just get out of their way. I brought up my performance panel earlier on when I was doing it, and whilst running this game, running YouTube, and having OBS open, I was using 20% of my CPU, 42% of my RAM, and between 30 and 45% of my GPU. Honestly, there is no reason why this game should be struggling and performing like it does. There really isn't. Like, even now, after I've spent three hours this morning and about an hour this afternoon sorting out my visuals, I can see already that since shutting down the game and restarting the game, my ring of render has shrunk again. Why is that? Why is it right on top of me? When I'd set it at 3 times. Why does it keep coming back? And I know other people that are having similar issues. I know people that are still so disgruntled and disappointed by the performance of this game. Still, some content creators, some, you know, most aren't as vocal about it like I am. But Giants don't watch my content. I don't care if they hear it. If they do, they need to be told. It's the only way they're ever going to get better. It's no good everyone going, oh no, the game's fantastic. The game's fantastic. When it's not, it's still not. It really isn't. Even after I'd posted about doing get rid of the dust, as it's labelled in game, get rid of the pollen as it falls from the sky continuously, 24/7, 365. Pollen everywhere, just falls from the clouds. Ridiculous. Like, Scruffy in Discord said he was getting pissed off with his game because for no reason at all his game was running at 29 FPS last time he was on it. Like, in nothing, he changed nothing. Go from running, you know, high 50s, maybe even 60s, down to absolute shite. That's the only way to put it. Runs shite. It's so frustrating. Especially from those of us that have been supporting the game for so long, for over a decade. Well over a decade, and it's just, yeah. It's just so disappointing. And we know it's not our PCs because we don't have this trouble with any other game that we play. I don't have to constantly go in and out and do things for ETS, for ATS. I don't have to do it for any of my fishing games. I don't have to do it for SnowRunner. Even the old games. Like, look, what's going on? What's going on there with the pop-in on the swath? Look how flat that is. Absolutely dire. I was playing the original spin tyres earlier on today, and that doesn't have these issues. Like, and I don't just play sim games. Like, I was playing Alters earlier on, this week, or the weekend just gone. Beautiful, stunning game, fast-paced, really draining on a graphics card and on your RAM. No issues at all. I was running that at 120 FPS, smooth, in 2K. Remastered Oblivion, had that running at 60 FPS in 2K, and that is a massive drain on PC resources. This game can't even get you swathed in front of you again. It pisses me off so much. And I was really starting to enjoy this, and this is going to make me, like, this is my last episode that I'm recording before Christmas, and I was going to try and load up the schedule. I probably won't play this now for 2 weeks. I probably won't even bother, because it just pissed me off that much. I'll go play stuff that doesn't piss me off. I'll go play SnowRunner. I'll go play more Roadcraft. ETS. I'll go back to recording stuff for my other channel. Should have gone round the other way. Even the Versatile's struggling with all that weight in the back. We'll cut our losses and we'll go unload it. So with this load going in the clamp, that'll be 1.1 million litres of chaff. I might carry on, I might keep doing the grass work. I might save up and I might turn off and just have a complete 2 week break from this game. We'll see. We will see. I might have a permanent break from the game if if over 2 weeks I enjoy not playing it, or if in the 2 weeks I play it and it's still utter crap. We will see. We will see. But yeah. Sorry this got sour at the end, but the game pisses me off. And I don't know why more people aren't vocally pissed off about it. Look how crap and pathetic that looks. Look at it as you come in. Oh. Dire. Absolutely dire. I can't stare at that for the next 3 hours, so this is going to be the end of this episode. This is going to be the end of this session. I would say hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the first sort of 15-20 minutes, and the last 20 minutes I haven't enjoyed it, so I can't imagine you would have. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give it a thumbs down and tell me why. Down in the comments, let me know if you have any issues with your game. What is it about it that's the problem that when the fucking screen does that, everything popping at once looks disgusting. For those, if you're interested, I run a RTX 3080 Ti. I have an 11th gen i9 processor, and I run 64 gigabyte of DDR4 RAM. It's not a sloppy PC by any means. No game should look like this ever. Ever. To the channel members, I do appreciate you guys sticking with me with my ranting and my ramblings and all that. I really do. Hopefully you all have a lovely Christmas and a good new year. Like I say, Sunday will be the last episode of anything that goes out for this year. It'll be we've got some hunting coming on Saturday, and we'll have our last Euro truck going out on Sunday. There'll be a 2-week break. It was going to be 1 week, but it's going to be a 2-week break before I come back to release some more content in the new year. If I do get anything up, it'll be in the channel members will get it first. I'll pop it in the members like I always do. There's still stuff there now for next year in the members section already. But like I say, you guys have a wonderful Christmas, have a wonderful time, and you never know, we might be back for farming in the new year, or we might just stick to playing everything but. We'll see how I feel. Bye bye for now.